How's it kicking? YouTube Warhead XX the War Card Games here, bringing you my personal opinions on where I think the limited, semi-limited cards should go. I'll go from A Here Lives all the way to Godia, telling you if they should go to 1 or 3 or stay, or even if I think they should be banned. But before I begin, I'd like to tell you there were 2 videos I did just like this one for banned and limited cards, and if you want to check them out, here are the links. Also, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So let's start with A Hero Lives. A Hero Lives, in my personal opinion, is a very sucky card, and if it was at 3, it would allow heroes to run multiple. I mean, like only small monster count, which I think any deck that runs a small monster count is just super messed up, because many decks have to run 10 plus monsters, but if Hero Lives plus a couple other cards, or at 3, it would allow heroes to run probably less than maybe 6 monsters at most, which is just insane. So yeah, I think A Hero Lives definitely a contender for staying for at least a couple more formats. Archlord Chrystia, in my opinion, is better than Dark Armed Dragon. You might disagree, but I'm personally, it's just my opinion, because if this card summon, it pretty much means the end of any deck that needs spam ability, because you cannot special summon Archlord Chrystia on the field. Neither player can special summon. But that doesn't matter because you have a 2800 beat stick that's attacking every turn. Honestly, I think he is way better than Dark Armed Dragon. He's easier to summon than Dark Armed Dragon, especially with Valhalla running around. And if you play your cards right, I mean, if you summon this card, you pretty much won. So yeah, I think Archlord Chrystia, I think it should go to 1. Blackwing, Colute the Moonshadow. I think this card should stay where it is because Blackwings are on life support and they need 2 Colutes pretty much at this point. Bottomless Trap Hole. Bottomless Trap Hole I definitely think should stay where it is, mainly because it is a powerful 1-for-1 card that can potentially be a +2 or even +3 if you want it to be, if there's even a card that can special summon that much. It is very powerful. It is definitely needed in the game, so it's definitely not going to go to 1 in my opinion. I think this card should, if it went to 3, it would definitely be a problem card. So yeah, I definitely see it staying at 2. Card Trooper. Card Trooper is a card that should always stay at 2 because it was at 3. People would sack you with Card Trooper plus Machine Dupe and like Light Sworns or something, and it's mill 9 cards. You destroy it, they get a +3, which is just retarded. Changestrike. Changestrike, in my opinion, should stay where it is because it was at 1, it'd be kind of useless. It was at 3, it'd just be stupid. I don't even like facing Chainburn or even playing Chainburn because Chainburn is just an annoying deck to deal with. Debris Dragon. Debris Dragon, I think, could go to 3 because it's not really a problem card, and Synchros are just like Blackwings itself, are just completely on light support. Debris Dragon, I don't think can summon anything really broken, especially since there's no real broken synchros left even in the metagame. So the only deck I can really think of Debris Dragon being ran in is Plants and Chaos Ninjas, and those decks aren't meta at all. Destiny here, Malicious. I'm gonna say stay, but I'm lobbying for 3 because honestly I don't think it would make that much of a difference, especially since most of those broken synchros are banned, and even if you were running Teledad, you'd get fucked up by windups. I am sorry, but it's the truth. DeLorean, Tiger King of the Ice Barrier. Probably, if it was at 3, people would do some obscure loop with Symbol of Heritage. So yeah, I guess since if it's at 2, that stops that loop. But just like I said with Primal Seed, who gives a fuck, honestly? Oh yeah, I say stay. DeLorean. Emergency Call. Emergency Call I think should stay, obviously, for the same reason as A Hero Lives, because it allows, if it was at 3 plus with A Hero Lives, it just allow heroes to run ridiculously low amount of monsters. Heretic Seal Convocation. Honestly, I think this card should be at 3, mainly because Heretics aren't an autopilot OTK deck like they were just a format ago. I think they hit him enough by just hitting, obviously, Red Eyes, Darkness Metal Dragon. So yeah. Luminol Lightsworn Summoner, I think it should stay because it was at 3, it'd make Lightsworns way too consistent. And if you say that, oh wow, you want Lightsworns to be consistent, and you want Heretics to be, well honestly, Heretics I don't think are as sacky as bullshit ass Lightsworn, so Plus, they don't have a boss monster that has the most laughable summoning conditioning and blow up your whole field. Magical Stone Excavation. I think this card should go to 3. Who cares if you -2 yourself for a good spell card? And Diamond Dude Turbo isn't really relevant. Neither is Empty Jar, mainly because Dark Worlds is such a horrible matchup against the deck. So Mind Crush. Mind Crush I think should stay, or no. I want Mind Crush to go to 1 because I think this card could potentially be a problem. Actually, it's already a problem in Dark Worlds. What am I talking about? Yeah, definitely Mind Crush, I think, to 1 because it's just like, ooh, look, I could discard all your cards, and plus you don't even have to be psychic to know what the fuck your opponent added to his hand. Mirror Force. Mirror Force is one of my all-time favorite cards. I'm just saying that, but yeah, I think it should stay at 2. There's Konami's releasing so many archetypes to just punish setup, and Mirror Force does require some setup, but your opponent also has to be smart to know that you might have it, so yeah, it does punish overextending. Odometry. I think Odometry can go to 3. I mean, sure, it's really good in burn decks, and it's really annoying, but synchros do exist. I know not every deck runs synchros, but I'm pretty sure every deck runs like Effect Veiler, even though I don't like Effect Veiler, but still. Pot of Duality. I was actually pretty goddamn pissed when I learned this card was going to 2 in the first place. I mean, this is the glowing example of great card design. It is extremely balanced, and it's probably the most restricted card. It has like so many restrictions, yet it is the most meta card to ever have so much restrictions. It does help with consistency, but most of the meta decks don't even need Pot of Duality to even run in the first place. And hitting Pot of Duality to 2, I think, just hurt anti-meta builds and decks that, honestly don't have too much search power, like Naturias, like Volcanics, stuff like that, decks that don't really have too much search power. And that's the reason why I think Pot of Duality definitely needs to go back to 3. Also, I think it should be the cited reason why I personally think this format is not as superior as last format. I honestly thought last format was way funner to play in because 3 Pot of Duality. I mean, any format with 3 Pot of Duality was fun. Reasoning. I think Reasoning should stay where it is because not too many people use it. Plus, in Divine Judgment of Prophecy, Divine Judgment of the Spellbooks is going to be a card, and I definitely see this card might be used in like a turbo build with that card. Reborn Tengu, like Malicious, I think it would be hilarious if it went to 3. But I definitely don't see it happening because everybody hates Reborn Tengu. Well, at 3. I have never actually played too much in a Tengu format. Rescue Rabbit. Like I said in my prediction video, I think this card should go to 1 because it is 1 card, Walking Divine Wrath, Walking Solemn Judgment, or even a walking, it's like a 1 card Ophion / Logia / Dulka, which I think is just dumb. Royal Tribute. Royal Tribute can go to 3, honestly, because Royal Tribute is not that great of a card, and Dark Worlds just love this card. Sheehan Smokes. Actually, wait. Did I say this card is not that good? This card's actually good. I'm just saying that it just is so terrible against Dark Worlds. I don't even think most Gravekeeper players even main deck this card anymore. Sheehan Smoke Signal. I think this card should go to 1, honestly, because 6 Samurai have just so much other great support. I mean, why do you even have to give them another search card? It's so dumb. Solemn Warning. Solemn Warning is, I think it's needed in the game right now, so yeah. Solemn Warning stay, because it's good. Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk hasn't been relevant since Rescue Cat got banned. Oh yeah, by the way, 3 for Summoner Monk. The Agent of Mystery Earth, if it was at 3, it would make Agents too consistent. If it was at 1, it would not be a playable deck. Actually, it would be playable, but it wouldn't be as good. Torrential Tribute. Torrential Tribute is a rare skill card, and it's really good. It also punishes setup. I think it's definitely needed in the game, so yeah, I think it should stay at 2. I think at 3 would just be too dumb. It'd be a problem. Tour Guide from the Underworld. Tour Guide from the Underworld, I think, should stay because it was at 1. You might as well ban it because nobody's going to be using it at 1. Tragodia. Tragodia, I honestly want to be at 1. It does have a bajillion other effects. It's pretty unbalanced. It's super easy to drop, and it can do Exceed and Synchro shenanigans. So, give me your guys' opinions on what do you think these cards should go, and if you guys like the video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys want to, and I'll see you guys next time.